Lovers Pro, your #1 lovers professor on YouTube.
Ever get the feeling that someone secretly likes you? Click the like button now, and subscribe to this channel for more interesting updates. Sometimes, people make it obvious when they like you, while other times they don't. There are lots of reasons for this. Maybe they are shy. Maybe they are embarrassed. Maybe you work together, and they don't want to make things awkward. Maybe one or both of you is already attached to someone else. There are lots of reasons why someone might want to hide a growing affection for you, and that can make it hard to know where you stand. However, there are some behaviors that will give you a clue that a girl may be having an affection for you. Welcome to Lovers Pro, your #1 lovers professor on YouTube. In this video, you'll learn the 15 behaviors which show someone secretly likes you. Before we proceed, give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe and hit the bell icon. If someone displays these behaviors, they secretly likes you. 1. They look at you a lot. This might sound obvious, but in the real world, it can be hard to tell. One of the surest signs someone likes you is that they look at you a lot. Studies show that eye contact is a major factor in desire. We look at people we like, but more than that, making eye contact with someone creates arousal. Looking deep into somebody's eyes is a clear signal that we are interested in them. 2. Their voice changes. This one is quite subtle, but because it's involuntary, it's also quite powerful. Dr. Susan Hughes performed a study that found that both men and women use a lower-pitched voice when they are talking to someone they are attracted to. Of course, it's tricky to know how somebody sounds when you're not around, but maybe mutual friends have noticed this phenomenon in someone who secretly likes you. 3. They are curious about you. When we like someone, we want to know more about them. That means talking to them to discover more about their lives, their interests, and their history. In fact, studies have shown that being curious about other people can help strengthen the relationship between them. So, if somebody keeps asking you questions about your life, your past, your plans, or anything else about you, it may be a sign that their interest is more than just idle curiosity, and that they secretly like you. 4. They make themselves available. If you like someone, you want to be around them. That means making yourself available to spend time together. There are lots of different ways this can show itself depending on the relationship you have. At work, a person who secretly likes you might volunteer for projects that involve working with you. In more social situations, someone may try to include you in plans, or offer to do other things that mean they will get to see more of you. 5. They try to spend time around you. Beyond simply making themselves available, someone who has a secret crush on you may show themselves by actively trying to spend more time around you. They may ask you out on a date, or they may be a little more cautious by inviting you to spend time with a group of friends, or doing a specific activity that isn't quite a date, but it still means you will spend time together. Either way, since people don't often make plans to spend time with people they don't like, it's a good sign that they are interested in you. 6. They make excuses to touch you. Physical contact is one of the major signals of intimacy between people. Beyond the occasional handshake or friendly hug, we rarely touch people we don't know voluntarily. But physical touch can build intimacy within a relationship. Also, finding excuses to touch someone you like can be a way of testing their reaction to you. It can be little things like touching your shoulder as they pass, or brushing your hair away from your face. This is classic flirtation, and is a very good sign that somebody likes you. 7. They get jealous. Jealousy isn't always the healthiest emotion, and not something you want to cultivate in people, but still, it can be a powerful sign that someone is interested in you. After all, no one gets jealous over someone they don't want to be around. If someone gets jealous when they hear you've spent time with other people, it's a good sign they like you, and as long as that jealousy doesn't spill over into controlling behavior, it's not necessarily a bad thing. 8. They tease you. Sometimes, people tease you because they like you. This psychological study found that people in romantic relationships engage in playful teasing. While both men and women tease people that they like, the study showed that men are less likely to be offended if the teasing goes too far. On the other hand, there's a big difference between playful teasing and bullying, but if someone likes to make fun of you in a playful and joking way, it may be because they like you. 9. You have great conversations. Sometimes, you just feel a connection with someone. And sometimes, there's nothing more intimate than a deep conversation. The thing is, while we are all attracted by superficial things, it takes something more than a pretty face or a good head of hair to get us interested in a relationship. That comes from the inside. If someone in your life loves to have deep conversations with you no matter what the topic, it may well be because they really like you. 10. They are uncomfortable talking about past relationships. This applies both to their own relationships and to yours. There are lots of reasons a person might avoid talking about their past relationships. For example, maybe it's still too painful to dwell on what went wrong. On the other hand, if someone you know gets visibly uncomfortable when you mention your previous relationships, it might be because they are interested in you themselves. This is a form of jealousy, and it shows that someone wants you all to themselves to the extent that they don't even want to think about you with anyone else. 11. They display attracted body language. Body language is something we all understand without necessarily realizing that we do. Consciously reading body language is a skill you can learn, and once you learn it, it's very hard for people who like you to hide their attraction. Look for things like, they smile when you talk. They laugh a lot. They lean in close to you. They point their feet toward you. They fix their clothes or play with their hair. These signs indicate that they're interested in you. 12. They are awkward around you. Lots of people try to be charming around the people they like, but not everyone is particularly good at it. Some people get very awkward and self-conscious when they're around someone whose opinion they care about. They may start to fumble their words or be physically clumsy. Although, it's possible that they may just be an awkward person who isn't super comfortable in social situations. But on the other hand, it may be because they secretly like you. 13. They want to impress you. This one is a little more obvious. We want the people we like to like us. That means we tend to show what we consider our best selves to them. Sometimes, that means playing up our achievements. Sometimes, it means altering the way we dress to look more attractive. Sometimes, it means emphasizing the aspects of our personality that we think are most attractive to others, such as our sense of humor or our intelligence. Whatever form it takes, showing off like this is a good sign that someone likes you. 14. They remember things about you. We all make small talk with people just to keep the conversation going, and often, when we don't care too much about the people we've spoken to, we forget what they've said as soon as the conversation is finished. However, when people we like tell us something, we tend to remember it. As this study shows, we remember things better when there is a strong emotion attached to it. So, when we feel strongly about others, we tend to remember the things they say and do. 15. They emphasize the things you have in common. Oh, you were born in May too? You have 2 siblings? Me too. You like jazz? So do I. When we like someone, we try to find common ground with them. And when a person likes you and finds you have something in common with each other, they will often focus on that to make you feel like you have a bond. In fact, they may bring it up over and over again to remind you of your shared interests. In conclusion, there are lots of reasons why someone might not just come out and tell you if they like you. But by keeping an eye out for these signs, you can make a guess as to whether someone is interested in you or not. If someone looks at you all the time, tries to impress you, remembers the things you say, finds excuses to spend time around you or touch you, and emphasizes the things you have in common, it's probably because they secretly like you.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to our channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button now. Click the bell icon, so that you won't miss any of our interesting videos. We love your comments and feedback. Put your comments in the comments section below. Remember, we will be glad if you share this video. Please share this video with your friends. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next video.